All right, guys, welcome to the Higher Level Live podcast. I have the one and only Mr. Steve Johnson in the studio with us today.
Oh,
what up,
man.
bro?
What's up? What's up, Frank? It's always a treat when two players can meet.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Dude, this is an insurance podcast, right?
Yeah.
But I can't not. Did you watch that football game last night?
Yes, that football game was awesome.
Was it ever?
It was. It was.
You know what? I always try to compare business to sports. It's the easiest thing for, especially, we have a lot of people that were athletes that play, that come here to work. And like mindset, they were talking with 13 seconds left.
Yeah.
As if the game is over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said to Jamie, I said, there's 13 seconds left.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot of game left.
3 timeouts, and you have Patrick Mahomes, by the way.
Oh, man.
He went 50 yards in 2 plays.
Oh, man. Whoever won that coin toss was going to win the game.
100%.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just, both sides of the ball, I mean, Josh Allen was balling. And it's just, you got to love when everything's on the line and people come to play.
Yeah.
You go, what did the coach do to prepare them?
That's right.
Because that's really, now look, players got to play.
That's right.
But last weekend with Dallas.
Yeah. Oh, that's my team right there.
Well, that's all coaching. I'm sorry.
It was.
All those fouls. How many fouls? How many penalties do you have?
Too many.
Too many.
And
that's all coaching.
Yeah.
Undisciplined coaching.
Definitely.
So it's like, what do we do?
Did your team win a championship?
Well, no, I lost my number one receiver. We played we had 16 kids in the championship game. 16.
Wow.
Football.
Oh, man.
I had 4 or 5 players that didn't come off the field to snap.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
We lost 8-7.
Wow.
It is what it is. They had 38 kids on the sideline. We had 16.
Yeah.
And my receiver, like the number one receiver, I'll show you some stuff here. This. Okay. Our number one receiver will be playing on Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Bar none.
Okay.
Like, he's good. So, but you look at it, you go, how do you compare that to this?
Yeah.
Well, pretty simple. Like, conference is coming up.
Definitely.
And there'll be teams that don't have a lot of agents there. There'll be teams that have agents there, but the agents will be standing out in the hallway.
Oh, we can't do that.
No. And so you go, well, then what happens? They get back from conference. The teams that were in listening, paying attention, that had the most agents there are going to grow the fastest.
Definitely.
It's important.
Definitely.
Dude, what I know about you is I did a call with y'all Saturday.
It was an amazing call.
I forget the call. I'm looking at the amount of people y'all had on the call.
Yeah.
So what I want, we need to do a last push.
Okay.
Today's Monday. We got next Monday, and then we leave either Wednesday or Thursday, right?
That's right.
To go to annual convention.
That's right.
How many people y'all plan on having there?
300 plus.
300 plus?
Yes.
We didn't have 300 FFL.
Yeah.
Didn't have 300 at the first convention.
That's right.
Wow. All right, so this is what I'm at. Like, I'm a big guy that I go, what are you good at? Can you teach what you're good at?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, we need help with that because, we do this call. In fact, I was saying to Kali and Jamie, I said, there isn't 110 people on the TNL, FFL's corporate call.
Yeah.
On a Friday a year ago, 2 years ago.
Definitely.
Now, I mean, we got 16, 17,000 agents.
Yeah.
If you don't have 100 people on the call, something's wrong. But 2 years ago, we didn't have 100 people on the call.
Yeah.
And that's corporate blasting the best guy at final expense, mortgage protection, annuities.
Yeah.
People should be wanting to get that information.
Of course.
How do y'all drive so many people to an event?
It's really just touching your people.
Okay.
Touching your people. All of us have the campaigns, which is amazing, number one. And once we get in our people, we're actually talking to each person. So individually. Time. Yes. And Frank, I'll be honest with you. It really takes a lot of work. So when I'm waking up in the morning from 7:30 to probably like 9 o'clock at night, after I finish making my calls or I finish running in the field, I'm actually talking to each person that got involved with the business. And that have really gone through the culture now. It's not just me, it's everybody else. You know, Mr. Amaka Anderson and Mr. Eugene Marshall. Mr. Justin Marsh. You know, we're all talking to our people all the time. So we're pushing that Saturday training because the Saturday training is amazing and for anybody to win. So that's one of the things.
And I'm like, they had something went on Friday. Like wait a
minute. Was that the new phone you used?
Yeah, the flip phone. Yeah.
That's strong right there.
Okay. It's smaller. Yeah. So I was just turning it down because it always seems to go off.
All right.
So Friday, like we have, the agentic system we use for everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's complicated.
Yeah.
well, somebody made a mistake and sent out a message to like the entire group. And I'm going like, okay, what's the big deal? Like, with all due respect, like if the message, if your team call, the one on Saturday went out to our entire team, I'd be like, if you don't get on that, you're nuts.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. The train, and I love the stuff y'all talk about. I've listened to it for the last 3 weeks now. It's very real. Yeah. And y'all have different people running it every week.
All the time.
Dude, that's impressive. And Jarrell did like,
that's my guy right there.
Dude, he's awesome.
You know, he just got married.
I do. He was up here.
Yeah.
6 months. He did a podcast a couple months ago.
Awesome.
He's awesome. He's
him.
I talk to him all day long.
I love them.
Right?
I've been knowing him for like over 12 years.
Okay. So they're really good friends of yours.
Really good friends.
So if I'm one of your new guys, and you're going to call and talk to me about, when's it start about conference? The minute you talk to me and hire me? Okay. So you've talked to me. I'm already hired. I'm contracted. I might have written one policy. Mm-hmm. Today's Monday, and I'm not registered for conference. What does that conversation sound like?
Well, Frank, if I'm going to talk to him, like, number one, right, when we don't talk to our people about conference, we're doing them a disservice.
Agreed.
Disservice at a high level, because people don't care how much money you make till you see how much they care about you. And when getting somebody to conference, the biggest thing somebody always say, especially going to a FFL conference, I've been to 37 conferences. A lot of raw sessions, right?
Right.
But when I got to FFL, that was the best conference I ever been to in my life. I never seen so many people that I can actually touch that's going to tell me the how-to so my family could be financially free. Right. To change our generation.
Sure.
So it's really like the cure of cancer. That's how I really take and I look at the conference, the cure to cancer, because yourself, Sean Mikes, they are giving away money, changing the economy. Sure. All facets of the way. So I actually sit down with you. You just got started. Man, Frank, do you plan on winning long term in this business, or do you want to do it temporary?
No, heck yeah, I plan on winning.
Okay. How do you plan on doing that?
However you tell me.
Okay. This is what we need to do right now. I know where you located right now?
I'm in Baltimore.
You're in Baltimore right now. Have you been on all the calls and things like that?
Yeah. Okay.
What have we talked about the most, Frank?
Activity.
We talked about activity, right? But we want to do conference. Okay. Conference is going to be big for you. Just for me, you know, when I got involved in this business, Frank, I wasn't living real high. I was really in a tragic time.
Sure.
But when I got involved with FFL, I understood it. It was something that I understood, but it wasn't something that I really understand it to a point what it could do for my family. So I knew of it. I knew about it, but it wasn't in me. Okay. Right? Once I went to conference, it was in me. So what I'm telling you, it changed my life from tragic to magic in one time. Like, it changed me financially, it changed me spiritually, and it was able for me to help my family and things I want to do with my life. And we can do the same. I know when you said you got involved in a business, Frank, you said you want to take care of your children. Yep. The best way you want to do that is you want to be in conference, right? I saw you just dropped and you did your first deal. Let's go and buy a flight right now.
Okay.
So I get them a flight right then and there. I don't get off the phone to them until they get a flight. Because they can register,
right?
But if they don't register and like get a flight, it's not real.
That's right.
And if you as the leader, right, you got to supply people. Like, if you're getting people the last minute, we're at the last push right now.
Yes, we are.
We're in the last push for conference right now. I need every leader in FFL to really step up. And, you know, if you need to put your money where your mouth is right now. If you're getting people down there, you need to have some Airbnbs already ready for these people, because it's going to come back to you tenfold. It's going to come back to you tenfold. So get ready. Just get these people to flight. So basically, get them to flight, get them registered. And then the biggest thing, that's push for 2 more people.
Push for 2 more.
Push for 2 more, if not 3.
Right.
You know, and you know what I do? I just ask them, who's the person that if you was at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're tired flat, who would you call to?
Right.
They will tell me. And then those are the people that need to go to conference with you.
That's right.
These are the people that love you the most. And these are the people that's going to do it when you in your need, in the dire need. So yeah, conference is a must. That's how I go about it.
So, and that's
real serious conversation.
That is serious. And I love what you say. I mean, you commit me right there.
Yeah.
And you'll know how committed I am
if you do it.
If I do it.
And you want me to tell you something, Frank? This is some things like we talk about spending your time correctly.
Right.
Having intentional timing. We are going through a filtering process when we're getting these people in. Right. And when you're building an organization to integrity, you need to know where to spend your time at. If a person don't want to pass their test, they're taking months on out, you don't want to spend time with that person. Right. If they coming out, they don't want to buy leads, you might not want to spend time with them, because you can't push, you can't You can't push a rope.
That's right.
And you can't pull people. They got to want to do it, right? And then the biggest filtering process to me is if you want to go to conference.
I mean, I everything you said is spot on.
You got to do it.
I just don't think I'm like me.
Okay.
All of us do it that intentional.
And let me say this before we even go forward. Frank, I want to congratulate you for hitting that integrity, being an integrity partner. You and Jamie, you deserve it. You deserve it at the highest level. Never, always selfless leader. Always man of your word. Beautiful family. So I want to congratulate you right now.
I appreciate you, bro. It means a lot.
For sure.
We've had some good conversations over the last 12 months, 6 months.
Definitely.
And I think it's why it's more, like when you go through stuff with people, and that's when you're building a business, especially a Salesforce business.
Yes. You're
going to get a lot of people that have personality.
Definitely.
And it's not a bad thing.
Not at all.
You and I have had some hard conversations.
All the time.
And I ain't like nothing you say to me makes me mad.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from a good place.
That's right.
How many people try to put millions in your pocket?
Not many.
Right? So when you talk to me, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So I think we need to get better at pushing people.
Got to.
Like that. And we've run from it. And I'm just going to tell you my personal feelings, right?
Yeah.
And we're working on adjusting all that. But we came from a spot where everybody was broke. That was the same business, but they were running it a different way. Like the 36 conferences you've been, that's how they ran their conferences, right? So the MLM multi-level marketing thing where they didn't care if you sold, they wanted your list and their list.
Yeah.
And so we were so turned off by that. We didn't push it the way they do because we felt like that's MLM-ish, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking, going like, dude, you don't have to hire a soul. You're going to make $500,000 a year.
You can.
That's not MLM.
I just feel in this business, I know this might come across as crazy or whatever. I feel like I'm doing God's work.
I agree.
Like, I'm helping people change their life.
That's right.
I really feel like, when really pushing the conference or anything in your business, if you want to build your business and we're doing events day by day, when talking to people, you got to take that business side off you real quick. That makes sense. You gotta really be real with people. I really be real with my people. I really have a heart to see people get this integrity deal.
Yeah.
I can see that. Now, if they don't want it, I don't waste my time. Right. I don't want to waste my time. But the people who want it, I really want to see them change their family life. Sure. I don't care where you from. I don't care what gender you from. I don't care. Like, if you want to change and you positive, I can work with that.
That's right.
I can work with that. I don't need no flashy person. I can work with somebody who want to win.
Somebody who wants to win.
So when you're pushing to the conference, right? That's how about we just care.
Well, that makes sense.
We just really care.
I agree. You're convicted. I can tell the conviction.
I'm convicted in this business. It changed my life.
And and that's what's crazy. Like, I'm just looking at myself going, why am I such an idiot? Like, this business has changed my entire life. It changed my entire family's future.
Generations.
Like, my son doing, like, his life's changed. His kids' lives are going to be changed.
For sure.
So, like, why am I not screaming from the rooftops?
Yes.
Like, that's selfish.
Yeah.
Shame on me.
It's so crazy. We look in the Bible and stuff like that, and when they was going around, the disciples was going around, they were just spreading the gospel.
Spreading the word.
That's all we're doing. We're just spreading the word, FFL. FFL right now is the most known, unknown business that is changing people's life. We have to really be a pillar and go out here and spread the word right now. We're not spreading the word. We're doing a disservice to ourselves and to the communities around
100%.
here. Yeah.
I mean, how much better are people? And here's the thing, like, all the people that live in blue collar towns, under people that are less than fortunate, you don't want to say Section 8 housing, but
it's the truth.
lower income America.
Yeah.
Most of those people have part-time jobs.
That's right.
Can you imagine if we just got all of them to this is a part-time job. They would make more money working 10 to 15, 20 hours a week than they're making probably full-time. But then everything's better. Yeah. Then they have the ability to maybe move out of the neighborhood and put their children in a better situation. Like, you can change a lot of stuff. I agree. And I think that's why I love watching y'all so much, because your passion is more than just making money. It's changing generations. It's changing communities. It's helping people be able to do things that, you live in America to have those opportunities.
Yes.
Why not give it to them?
Yeah.
Why give it to everybody?
That's right.
And you're inviting people to conferences that aren't even licensed.
Yes.
You're just trying to get people there.
Yes.
100%. Because if they get there, they're getting licensed. After.
Yes. Everybody's coming. Everybody has to come.
I love
you're my
that.
friend.
If you're my friend. If I care about you, you're coming.
If you care for me and I care for you like you say,
right,
then you're coming.
Because you don't want them not to see it.
Exactly.
And just like if they had cancer, you wouldn't want them not to have the cure.
Exactly.
That's how y'all said. That's what you just said.
That's where I'm on.
Wow.
We only have one conference a year.
One main conference.
And it's the biggest one ever.
Yes.
I've never been in a conference before that I really just stayed awake the whole time and wrote down and still look at them to this day.
No
right?
doubt.
I mean, come on. We got the top players up there. They're going to tell you exactly, men and women that's going to tell you how to win.
Exactly how to win. It's not, oh, look at me, how great I am.
You know what FFL is too? The best retirement plan ever. You know you can get in FFL right now? I'm shouting out to all network marketers. Somebody who did it at a high level. Somebody who did it at a high level that was in network marketing for 8 years, 9 years, didn't eat, came to a business like FFL, changed my life in 6 months.
That's
changed
crazy.
my life in my first month. It was a lot of money.
No doubt. How many in your last MLM deal, how many, what did they call them back then? Agents? What did y'all call them? Recruits?
I think so. But I had thousands of people on my team.
Thousands.
And I'm not somebody that got one person on my team and they blew it up and then I'm taking credit. No. Different organizations, different people, changing lives. And that's why we have to shout out from the mountaintops right now, because there's people in other businesses, nothing's wrong with them businesses, but they're excited about them businesses because the camaraderie, the careness, and in this business, somebody can come in here and change their life in 1 month.
1 month.
1 month. I remember the first time I got involved in the business, you called me and you was like, Steve, you're licensed now. You was like, what are you doing? True story. And I was like, I think I'm about to go do some DoorDash or something like that. You was like, what? Yeah. You was like, what? What do you mean you about to do some DoorDash? You better go write a policy.
Right.
And I remember I wrote that policy, changed my life.
Well, you believed it.
I've been hooked. I've been hooked ever since.
Well, it's hard to believe. Like, and now we have all the rules and regulations. Like, we're going to limit what we, because people, I guess, try to do this business, they fail, and then they blame us for their failure because they didn't go to work.
That's right.
So, like, but you've deposited more money in your account than you ever have. And you had thousands of agents in your last business.
Great people.
But the vehicle to get to the money wasn't there.
FFL is a Ferrari. Yes.
Everybody else is walking. I mean, that's the walking.
Yes.
And we're going 250 miles an hour.
Bugatti style. Like it's different. It's a blessing.
So it didn't take long for you to start making money, which is the biggest difference in that. So how do you think, other than and that, honestly, that's really I can ask you 100 questions, but you hit it right on the head. Like, I talk to everybody on my team, and I talk to them with passion and conviction.
Yes, I care.
And essentially beg them to get there if they want to be successful.
That's the only thing I beg in my life. I don't beg for nothing else in my life, but for convention, I will get on my knees. I'll get on my knees. You know, the thing is, Frank, last year, I looked at all my closest friends that got involved with me. All of them made over 6 figures.
This year?
Part-time, spare time.
That's
last
crazy.
Year, part-time, spare time made 6 figures. And when I say my heart felt so good.
I bet.
It felt so good. You got to really shout it out. We got to get this integrity deal.
Right?
Our front office, everything, we got to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Everybody deserves that opportunity.
They do.
There's an end game. It's really put your head down for 3 years.
The end game. And that's what attracted me to this business.
Yeah.
The end game.
We didn't have an end game when we started. And it's like, with integrity now, it's so unbelievably great.
Yeah.
That I wish I could just put a little tube from my head to everybody's head, just transfer all the stuff that I know and feel about this business. And I'm not even the best.
Yeah.
Like, Sean's the best, but if you knew what I knew and felt how I felt, you'd run through a brick wall to get that feeling.
Oh, man.
And I think that conference gives you a little bit of insight to that.
It does.
It's the best way I can explain it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, but you learn something I learn something every single year.
Yes.
But the feeling that I have of the freedom, the financial freedom, the security, the faith in this system and how good it works conference gives you a glimpse of that.
Yeah.
Because you see so many different people winning.
That's true.
And it doesn't matter, like you said, where you're from,
No.
what gender you are, what color you are.
Don't.
It doesn't matter.
It don't.
If you have these 4 things, if you have a good work ethic,
you're going to win.
If you're selfless,
yeah.
If you're humble,
you're going to
and
win.
you just care about people, you're going to win.
Yeah.
Every time. And that's what y'all are doing at a good level. So if you had, what is your schedule? Like, so how do you sort that out? Because, you know, how many people, you probably hired hundreds. Now, you've hired hundreds, not all hundreds are writing, but
of course.
So you just
business
randomly go through your phone and just keep calling them, or you have a list of people that are registered?
When I first started this business, I always tell everybody, you know, you want to build home first.
Okay.
You want to build that base. I've been blessed to have a strong base.
Yeah, right where you're at.
Very strong base. You know, Eugene.
Yeah.
10 years plus on my team. Maka, 10 years plus. Jamal, 10 years plus. Davon, 10 years plus. These are my close friends that all made over 6 figures. Rakita.
That's what I was going to say. Rakita's with you too, right? She's a stud.
Rakita. You know, I haven't even known Rakita that long. But the atmosphere that we have, I feel like I've been knowing Rakita all my life.
Right.
You know, so I feel like another 10 plus person. Yeah. You know, and that right there was all based on my phone. Everybody has a phone.
Sure.
And in my phone, I have 3,000 contacts. I'm not even finished going through my list of people that want to get started.
Right.
You know, and I really just called these people and was open to them. When I first got started with, you know, I was just telling everybody. And I didn't know nothing about insurance, never did insurance. I was just pointing them out to Andre, our SVP down here, who's also my cousin.
Right.
And I didn't have, what people have to do is let that ego go. They gotta let the ego go.
Sure.
They can't talk about themselves. They gotta talk about somebody else because story sells.
This is true.
Story sells all the time. And when I got involved in the business, you know, example, Mr. Jamal Norcom, aka Bam Bam, my brother, Bam, you know. And I was like, Jamal, I just got started with a business. It's blessed me financially. It blessed me spiritually. I know we haven't talked in a long time, but I know you keep your business options open. I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me and see what I see. Okay. That was my answer. That was my questions to everybody. You know, I was having real in-depth conversations. I wasn't coming across as the man. I was down. Yeah. I was down, Frank. I mean, I made crazy money before. I have made crazy 6 figures before in sales. But what I loved about FFL was an end game, number one. I could build something that will build passive income. And, you know, the thing about in sales or whatever, even if you're doing a regular 9 to 5 to get a check, if you stop, it's done.
It's done.
Right? So when I came across the people, you know, after that was all fun and games, I went through a spell in my life that I was really completely down. You know, the only thing that kept me up was my faith.
Yeah.
And believing in myself, right?
Sure.
But during that time, I could be honest, I was doing DoorDash, Instacart. I was just wobbling in life. And I was just like, where am I going to go? It's almost like somebody who didn't make it to the league. You ever see them guys who didn't make it to the league? Mm-hmm. And for that period of time, they're like really waving around.
What's my purpose?
So when FFL came around, I was like, well, God gave me He gave me another chance. Why would I not share it with my people? But then when I came across to him, it was like, I wasn't coming across like I'm the man. I'm this person. No, I'm coming to you real. Right. This is what happened. This is how FFL blessed me. So that's how I call my people.
Dude, I love that. So, and none of them are strangers. It's just people like people that aren't even connected to you in any type of business too. Just anybody.
Exactly.
You're going, let me explain to you where I've been, where I was, and where I'm at now because of this opportunity. Is that kind of what you're doing, right?
Exactly. And this is the thing. You know, some people be like, you know, people use recruiting as a bad word, right? But everybody's recruited.
Heck yeah.
Everybody.
That's right.
Look, I don't know how you and Jamie met. You was recruited.
Oh, I recruited her.
You recruited her.
Ain't no doubt.
You went to the recruiter. You felt like she was the best. Y'all still together. Y'all doing it big. You saw a player that could stay with you forever. Yeah. You recruited her. Right?
Sure.
Everybody's recruited. Every franchise, every business recruits the best people. So when I was going down there, I wasn't going to get a team that was somebody that I couldn't work with.
That's right.
Some people that have egos. I was getting people that I know that was good at what they do. And also, this is the catch, better at me and things that I'm not better at.
That's right.
I'm not good at. You know, that's where it comes to humbleness.
That's right.
You got to recruit in a base of like where you lack at.
That's right.
Where can they come in?
I know Jamal. The perfect team.
Yes, you got to build the dream team.
That's
right.
And
then you got to blitz them to where you need to go.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so true what you're saying, and it really is simple.
Yeah, it's really simple.
And I'm not downplaying what you do, but you're not doing anything else. But
simplicity wins.
Simplicity wins. And this whole business is that way. We just choose to do some things. We choose not to do other things. Correct.
Why?
I don't know.
Think about it. I keep in the
ego.
Going back to
I don't know if it's ego or self-esteem. Like people have a hard time calling somebody that they know, but they don't work with and going, hey, let me tell you about what I do just because I feel like I have to.
I
feel like I have to share it because God's telling me to share
When I got involved in the business, I remember my cousins, Frank Brennan, Dre and Brennan, and they was like in the office. I didn't know nothing about insurance. I just kept everything they was saying in the office, Frank. It seemed like French.
Right.
What is an IUL? What is COPD? What is it? But I knew one thing. All I knew is if I come in the system, be coachable, buy leads, set appointments, help the families, I'll be okay.
That's right.
Second thing, all I have to do is just spread the word. Yep. Is that it? Okay, I don't need to know nothing else.
That's right.
This is it. Hold integrity, and you're going to make it straight to the top. So I kept it real simple.
That's what I know about y'all is y'all keep it simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
We treat it like a job, get paid like a business.
That's right.
Get to the office early. Take a lunch like if you was at your job. Then get out of there. Like it's really easy.
It really is. I love it. I mean, listen, we got to push because we need, if y'all are going to push them for 300.
Of course. We're going to get it.
Then, I mean,
the numbers will go high. The numbers will go high.
So if y'all are watching this, like Dream Team and Blitz, they're pushing for 300 people.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that we shouldn't have 1,000 combined at FFL National, right?
Yes.
If you take what Steve just explained to you, make phone calls, share this opportunity with people because it can change their life financially,
definitely,
mindset-wise, everything, health-wise.
It's going to change that. And then what I'm telling everybody that's watching this podcast, you're coming into a situation that you have a lot of people that want to help you. You have a lot of people that's men and women of their word. You're not going to find that in today. How many people is really trying to put millions of dollars and change your family tree? Not that many.
Well, it's crazy for me, and I'm with you. It's this culture at this company, because there's a lot of them, but this company is the only one that truly runs it that way. Yeah. And that's comforting.
It is.
It takes a minute. Like, did you believe that the first time? Like, truly deep down believe that I was going to help you with every single thing we do. Like, no secrets, no
I'm going to be honest. I'm always going to be honest.
I know.
I'm coming from a sales background, doggy dog world. Yep. Like, you got to watch yourself.
That's right.
And I mean, when I first came, I'll be honest, I didn't know. I didn't really know.
That's right.
But through time.
That's right.
Time is the true detective. You want to really see how a person is, time. Give it time. And through time, I seen that everything, the words are still the same. Everything is still going.
That's right.
I can call. It was time.
That's all I asked.
It was time.
Just, hey, you don't have to trust me. I'm not asking. You just met me.
Yeah.
But just give me a chance.
Give me a chance.
That's all. And I'll earn it.
That's right.
And you did.
That's
I appreciate you for that.
That's all I wanted.
Because it's hard. I mean, Dre's told me some stuff. He's like, dude, like, and he's like, I had some stuff that I was dealing with, but the time, like, it was for me. It just, you kept saying you were going to do stuff, kept delivering, and that trust is built. And that's what y'all do for your people, and they love you guys.
Let me make this point though. During that time, and I want to tell anybody that's in FFL, during that time, even though I was still learning, Mr. Frank, Mike, I was still coachable.
Yeah.
That one part, that didn't change.
No.
If y'all told me to do something, we're gonna do this.
That's right.
Right? We was always coachable.
Yeah.
I'm still watching, but at that time, I was still watching at the time, but I was still coachable.
Yeah. Well,
anything y'all need, let's do it. Let's
and it's not like we telling y'all to do anything that's crazy.
That's exactly.
So eventually you're gonna need something, and that's where you're gonna figure out, like, all right, here's where I'm gonna find out if he cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's it. But
exactly.
So you're hiring. What's your goal for 2022? Like, how big do you want? How many rating agents do you want to have? How much life insurance do you guys want to write and issue in 2022?
Frank, I'm always going to do the numbers.
Yes,
we're going to do the numbers. We going as for many people as possible, right? But I mean, I want the organization for Blitz to be at 1 million. by August.
Board member.
And I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. And I believe people on our team, my front runners, I believe they can get to $500,000 by the end of the year. I believe that. I truly believe if we just follow the simple system that FFL has in place, we can do that.
100%. There are people doing it every day.
Every day. This business is changing. It's evolving.
Yes, it is.
Right now. And people got to recognize that. And if you don't change with the times, you will be like Blockbuster.
That's right.
You will be left behind. I haven't seen no Blockbuster in a long time.
Nope. Social media, and that's why I said to Andre, I'm like, dude, I fought it for so long.
Yeah.
Now we're playing catch up. And that's my fault. And
I don't like posting like that, to be honest with you.
It was uncomfortable to start with.
But
if you think about the way you said it, if what we're sharing is as good as we know it is, we have to share it or else we're selfish.
Exactly.
It's like not sharing the cure for cancer.
Exactly.
So if I want to come work with FFL Blitz, how do I get a hold of you, Steve?
Hey, well, you can reach us at Blitz on IG. My number is also 202-281-8365. And what I'm going to say is right now, FFL is the wave. It's the move. It's the vibe. It's everything that you want it to be, right? If you choose to. I'm shouting out to all network marketers that's out there. Like I said a little earlier, I was in the business for 8-9 years, great business and things like that, but I wasn't eating. When I mean eating, I wasn't making money. And I wasn't accomplishing things that I wanted to accomplish. I'm saying to y'all, FFL is paying. They are, how many people in 2021 just want to make more money in 2022? You have the opportunity to come here and do that. I'm talking about quickly. And you can change your family life. You can reach us. My name is Steven Johnson. Again, and Frank, I definitely appreciate you, coming to this podcast. And I appreciate you with your leadership and getting that integrity deal. That integrity deal was big. I mean, we've been talking about it.
It is big.
And I know Mike is up next.
Mike's close,
I can't wait to see Mike get that.
Me neither.
It's just a great thing. And what we in 4815, we really want to have the most integrity partners ever to do it.
No doubt.
We just want to have it. Just a VP shop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I mean, listen, he by far the best in the company at driving people to stuff, whether it's a conference call, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a Zoom, whether it's conference. It just takes effort.
It just takes effort.
Dedication, and a little bit of compassion. You're the way I feel is the way I was selling insurance to a couple that the wife stayed home and the husband worked and they had children.
Yeah.
That guy was not getting insurance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you've got kids. That's the conviction I have.
You have to have it.
That's the conviction I feel you have when you're trying to move somebody to Miami.
Yes.
That's what we have to have, and we can all do it.
And Frank, last but not least, the thing is when we're going home at nighttime after we made our calls or we went in appointments, it's imperative that we call these people. If you're going home, I remember when I played football when I was young, Boys and Girls Club, and I'll come home for practice and I'll be running around. You know what my dad would say? Oh, yeah, you didn't leave it on the field today. You didn't leave it on the field today. And he was so serious. My dad was so straightforward with me all the time. And what I'm telling all FFL people, when you come home at nighttime, after you made your calls and you're not calling your people, if you're not exhausted, you didn't leave it on the field.
You ain't lying there,
You didn't leave it on the field. And you're not fooling nobody but yourself.
That's right. It's like cheating at golf.
You're cheating, right? But you're not fooling nobody. So look, be selfless in 2022.
Yes.
Be selfless in 2022. When you're going through your situations, just know you're going to be blessed more if you just start working on somebody else's situation. I'm telling you, everything will pan out the way it's supposed to be. Gosh. But just make sure your intentions are in the right place. And if you want to get them people, you first got to become that person. Become that person. You will get the people you need to win.
I can't say it any better, dude. That was fantastic, bro. Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you, the best.
Guys, big push. I look forward to seeing y'all in a week and a half in Miami. Let's drive. Let's make a last push. Get on your phones for the next week and a half.
That's right.
Be exhausted when you get home.
That's right.
Until next week, guys, make it a big one. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Steve.